Time to get you in the know for Sunday, November 2nd. And yesterday, many of us were waving hello to November. Beautiful skies here in Port Stanley for the first sunrise of the month. We're going to be looking ahead. What does November have in store? Well, likely lots of rain for areas like Nanaimo as we get into the rainiest part of the year for these parts of British Columbia. I'm Matt Hamel alongside meteorologist Nadine Powell. Nadine, we're going to look ahead for the month of November. I'm wondering maybe you could forecast my emotional state and when might I be over this devastating Blue Jays loss?
It's going to take a year. Speaking from personal experience, it's going to take a year.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, so you and me buckled in together and all of Canada. Anyway, getting to the weather story for us. Yeah, you were saying the November outlook. Well, if we just kind of take a step back a bit and see how October wrapped up for us across the country, you'll see there we had above normal for us, essentially from the prairies into Ontario and extending into Quebec and the Maritimes as well. But take a look at northern Canada. We had that warmth really topping out across the north with perhaps normal to below normal temperatures for us across British Columbia. And Matt, it looks like now heading into the first bit of, as we settle into the first bit of November, that warmth will continue for us essentially from the Rockies into the shores of James Bay for us through Ontario and up toward the territory. So it looks like we're off to slightly above normal conditions for us for a large chunk of the country.
Well, it's good to see, right? As we get into, like you mentioned, October, we saw trending warmer than usual. It's kind of tough to wave goodbye to the heat of August and September. So good to see temperature-wise, maybe at least part of November might be trending warmer than usual. But if we look a little bit further, I wonder how things are shaping up.
Yeah, and you know, you alluded to the fact that on the West Coast, we're getting into the rainy season. Yeah. We certainly have been seeing that trend started already. And it looks like we will be into, again, a parade of Pacific lows moving onto the coast. So perhaps wetter than normal for us there. And then as we head into the east as well, looking at an active storm track up the St. Lawrence and into Atlantic Canada, and even through parts of southern Ontario as well. And you can see the pattern or the trend for us with that parade of lows, looking at precipitation really topping out across the west and into the east as well. Now, this is precipitation, so it takes into account not only rainfall, but snowfall as well. And we can see now in terms of our temperature trend, Matt, as we look toward the mid to late November period, some of that warmth now is extending into southern Ontario through the St. Lawrence for us. But look at the west coast, could be a little bit below normal for us there.
We're really just seeing, when you look through the beginning, kind of mid time frame of November, really not much of the country at all seeing those below seasonal temperatures. So that is encouraging. And I like how you highlight, some of that rainfall patterns we might expect in the month ahead.
But you know what? We're not just buckling up for next year with the Jays. Also buckling up because taking a look at the end of November into early December, we might be flipping that switch to a large swath, including the Great Lakes, becoming below normal.